you ever felt alone? Have you felt like giving up? Or maybe you just lost motivation to live. I'm Nick Vujicic. Welcome to No Arms, No Legs, No Worries.
I wasn't ready.
On this DVD, I share my experiences in life of how I've overcome challenges and seen a new, fresh perspective in life. To be thankful, to dream big, and to never give up. I speak to children, youth, and adults about key issues and principles that I've applied in my life that has given me the strength to conquer all that comes before me. I hope you'll enjoy watching this DVD, and I trust that you're going to be encouraged, inspired, and challenged to become all that you can become in life.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. How you doing? Nice to see you. My name is Nick Vujicic, and it's a pleasure to be with you. I have no arms and no legs, and I was actually born this way. And there's no medical reason why this had happened. So I have no limbs, but I have my little chicken drumstick. And we call this a chicken drumstick because first of all it looks like one, and second of all sometimes my dog thinks it's one. And I tell you, man, it's so funny. He comes up to start biting on it, and I have to hit him in the head a couple times. It's nuts, man. And it's so funny when people see me for the first time. It's so cool. Kids freak out. You know what I'm saying? I tell you, this little boy came up to me and he goes, "What happened?" And I went up to him and I go, "Cigarettes." And there was this one girl who saw me and she goes, "Mommy, look, it's an alien." So I went up to her and I went, "Raw," you know. She's like, "Ah," you know. I'm running after her saying, "I'm gonna eat you," you know. Freaking her out. So with my little foot, I can also write. This is my pen here, and I can actually write and type with my foot, but I've learned how to draw and all this sort of thing, so that's pretty cool. I've learned how to type 43 words a minute on a normal computer, and sort of like a heel and toe combination. And I'm learning sign language with my foot. I'm learning it. Ready? Peace. Is that cool? Very cool. Anyway, I have a couple of things to show you. I play drums. Do you believe me? I have a drum machine up here, and we're just gonna. So what it is basically, it's a pad, right? And there's like 16 buttons, and so each button represents a sound, right? So I'm not pressing play or anything like that, right? You see my foot? All right? It's like serious, okay? You like that? Well, then, I want to talk about like when I started, going to school and stuff. A lot of people put me down. You know what I mean? Like people tease each other. I mean, people come up and say, "Hey, you're fat, you're fat, you're fat, you're fat, you're fat, you're fat, you're fat." You know, you like, lose some weight, and you're like, you go home and you look at yourself in the mirror and go, "I'm fat," right? And so many people tease each other. "Oh, you're too short, you're too tall, you look whatever." Different hair and all that. It doesn't matter. See, the thing is, when you're in school, when you're growing up in life, it actually sort of matters to people how you look. And then it matters to you because it matters to others. Why? Why does it matter how you look? Because if they don't like you, then who will? If they don't accept you, then who will? And the fear that we have is that we're going to be alone, that we're not good enough, and we have to change ourselves. So many people put me down and say, "Nick, you look too weird, and no one's really your friend, and you can't do this, and you can't do that." And I couldn't change anything. It's not like just fixing my hair one day and everything's fine. It's not like, just whatever. I couldn't change my circumstance. I couldn't just one day wake up and say, "Hey, give me arms and legs, I need arms and legs." You know what I mean? Like, oh, we went to a bodybuilder, and said, "Can you make me some arms and legs?" 1 second. Bodybuilder, you get it? Right? this is the thing. You know, I go up to people, can you give me a hand? You know, I'm just joking. But it was so hard because people put me down. And I started believing that I was not good enough. I started believing that I was a failure. That I'll never ever be somebody who people would like or people would accept. And it was so hard, man. I thought to myself, I can't go on the soccer field like everybody else, and I can't ride my bike, and I can't skateboard, and all these sort of things. And I started getting depressed. I thought, what kind of purpose do I have to live? I mean, are you just here to live to die? I mean, is there not a purpose for me? Is there not a purpose in life? And I had questions and no answers. And I asked my mum and dad, why did this happen? I asked doctors, why did this happen? They don't know. There are some things in life that are out of your control that you can't change and you got to live with. The choice that we have, though, is either to give up or keep on going. I want to ask you, what are you going to believe? Are you going to believe in yourself? Are you going to believe everybody else's judgment on you? Are you going to believe people when they say that you're a failure, when no one really likes you, no one really cares about you? And it's not really to say that, hey, you need someone to come up and say, hey, really, I like you, I care about you. No, it's not that, but it's the fact that people put you down. People don't even look you in the eye. People ask you how you are, and you say fine, but you're not fine, and they'll never know that. I tell you, life is interesting. Life's a journey. See this phone here? Let's say that I want to go to the phone, right? And I start from over here. Now, to get to the phone, it's not like I'm going to start meditating and going hum, right? And float across the air, right? It's not going to work. It's not like I'm going to go hum and woo, you know, it's not going to work. So I have to take one step at a time, one step at a time, one step at a time. You can only take one step at a time. I don't care how big your step is, it's only one step at a time. You can't do 2 steps in one. Understand? So it's like one step at a time. And you take steps in this direction, you take steps in that direction. You sort of get lost along the way, and sometimes you fall down. Now, to illustrate my point, I'm going to jump off the table, do a back twist, and land on the floor. Okay? Is that cool? Are you ready? There's a clock there? Okay, can you move the clock for a second, please? Beautiful, beautiful. Alright. You ready? So, are you guys ready? Just let me know when you're ready. Are you ready? Okay, ready? 1, 2... I'm joking, man. Are you serious? Just put the clock back there. If I did that, I'll break my arm or something. You know what I mean? But honestly, along the way, you might fall down like this. Ready? Huh?